This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station, mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas, 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Friday. It's Today with Cachet, and I'm so excited because fall weather is still here. It is, 38 degrees this morning in Texas, in our Houston, Texas, or in the Woodlands, I should say. So we're excited this morning. Anyway, it is Friday, so it's all Hot Topic, and in this month, on Today with Cachet's Hot Topic, we're going to be featuring all about suicide awareness. And obviously that's a topic that needs to be featured every month, but I'm definitely going to be featuring it on the show every Friday. And who better to have in the studio than the lovely Kim Hess. Welcome this morning, and I have Tracy Beezer as well. So happy to have you ladies in the studio this morning, because obviously this is a hot topic, and I know it's something dear to both of you. And so Kim, can you tell everyone a little bit about who you are and a little bit about why this is so important to you?
Absolutely. I am president and founder of the Cassidy Join for Hope Foundation, and we are a foundation that is focused primarily on teen suicide prevention.
Okay.
You know, suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 through 24.
Okay.
And that's pretty shocking for most people. That was shocking to me, and that's a statistic that I would not have even been aware of had suicide not affected my family. We had lost our daughter to suicide in 2015, and so that's why we had started this foundation, and that's why we have a mission to make sure no other family goes through the same pain.
Awesome, and I'm sorry for that, but what you've done to shed light on that is beautiful, and that's amazing. Tracy, tell us a little bit about your background and your connection as well.
But I actually grew up here in the Woodlands, lived here for a very long time, moved here when I was 11. My oldest daughter, Haley, and Cassidy were very, very close friends.
Okay.
And that's how we got involved with this. So we went through it together, and we decided when it happened that I would go wherever she wanted to go, and here we are.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Kim, tell us a little bit about when, and you know, something like that happens, the strength that you have to have, and the relying on your faith and your friends and your support group is huge. And I see you sitting here rather, as very strong, and I love that. What drove you to wanting to do this and to create this consistency throughout the reach on something like that?
Recognizing that there are so many teens out there that are struggling and suffering that were in Cassidy's shoes, and no one was bringing light to it. You know, our family was just transparent and open about the situation from the very beginning.
Okay.
Maybe part of it was because we were asking for prayers while she was still on life support for 6 days.
Okay.
But we needed that support. We needed to lean on friends. We needed to lean on our faith and our church members and just the community in general. And so that is really what got us through it.
Awesome. And then you kind of decided one day, hey, I need to bring the awareness out on a bigger level. And is that how Cassidy Join for Hope came about?
Pretty much. We lost Cassidy just right before Christmas in 2015,
Okay.
and then after that, well, Montgomery County lost at least 6 teenagers to suicide that year,
Okay.
and one even after Cassidy. And so it brought our whole community, it made us aware that this really is a silent epidemic, and something needs to be done about it. It needs to be addressed as a community. So I was asked to speak and share Cassidy's story pretty early on in May of 2016.
Okay.
And I was just among a panel of speakers sharing our stories, and within probably 1,500 people at our church. And after we shared her story, so many people from the community came out and thanked me for breaking the silence, thanking me for allowing them to share their stories and to address the issues and their struggles, or even, share the stories that they may have lost someone to suicide. So it just made me realize,
Right.
this is truly a community problem. It's not just us. It's not just our little family. But
Right,
it's
you
a problem.
realized,
Yeah.
a lot of times when you go through something like that, you feel like, oh my God, am I alone? I can't
Absolutely.
share this. Oh my God. But what you did, you were a leader. You took charge of that situation, and you realized you were the voice for so many out there that were suffering,
Right.
which was so beautiful. And let me ask you, Trey, why do you think it's so bad? What do you think is going on, the epidemics? I mean, why this is so huge, and that it's, what can we do differently to make that even more aware?
That's the question. If we knew the answer to that, right?
Right.
I think where we live, it's a pressure cooker for teenagers here. I mean, the grades, the sports, everything is competitive, and I think they just get caught up in a lot of pressure, and I think that's what we're trying to address. And I mean, the pressure's going to stay there, so we're just trying to create an environment where kids, it's okay to feel under pressure, it's okay to ask somebody for help, and that's kind of the goal of what we're doing with our clubs, and having the kids kind of look out for each other.
Well, that's amazing.
And this
Oh.
is
Social media.
social media is
Okay.
one of the biggest problems with our teens today. Of course, we didn't grow up with that, and it's just a different world growing up as a teenager today. This is supposed to connect everybody, but it's making our teens feel so disconnected. And
Well, yeah, you think back in school, it used to be notes. Someone
Right.
would write a note and say something bad. It was like, okay, just destroy the note.
Right.
Once the note was torn up, no one knew anymore.
Right.
Well, what do you do with social media? You can't
doesn't go
destroy
away.
it.
it doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And it has really changed the whole reality for growing up as a teenager today.
Yeah.
So yeah, we focus on trying to navigate through raising a teen in the social media era, and it's just there's got to be healthier ways to do it. But
Well, yeah, and like you said, we'll take a quick commercial, but there is an epidemic going on, not only just here in Montgomery County, but around the world. And if we don't have people like you speaking up, then we're going to continue. So what you're doing is amazing, and we're going to keep fighting and keep this going out there. So we'll take a quick commercial, and we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Veda's Medical Spa and Wellness Center is a premier wellness center specializing in effective medical interventions to help you look and feel younger. Dr. Nagrani is dedicated to providing unmatched personalized care using a holistic approach that includes sophisticated cosmetic, aesthetic, and anti-aging treatments in a warm and relaxing atmosphere. Combining a medical spa with a wellness center, we ensure the best medical treatments are complemented by specialized holistic healing techniques. Veda's treatments will enhance your natural beauty and never leave you with that done look. Visit us at vedasmedspa.com or call us at 281-298-5476.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Installation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam installation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Award's sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Award Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Lone Star Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Lone Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It's Friday. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and we are focusing this month on hot topic of Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. And I have in the studio this morning the lovely Kim Hess and Tracy Beezer in the studio to help give a little bit more window into what that's like and what's going on. And I want to, and everyone out there who's watching right now, I'm kind of dancing with how deep to go and with questioning, and we talked about this a little bit. So I am going to go a little bit deeper. You're comfortable with that. So my biggest question is, and I'm sure viewers and listeners are out there, is what are some of, did you not see signs? Did she not say things like, oh my God, I want to kill myself. Oh, I'm upset. Or what
Right.
do you feel you missed something?
Right. Absolutely. I must have missed something, because with Cassie, there really were no signs. There were no signs that were at least on my radar.
Okay.
Because why would it be on my radar? She was 16 years old. She was a junior at College Park High
Okay.
School. She was a varsity cheerleader. She was the girl with a smile on her face all the time. She was silly. She was
Okay.
The one who would make you laugh. She was daring. She'd one who'd take you up on a dare without even think twice of it, and she wasn't
She was
afraid.
happy, bubbly.
She was happy.
Yeah, you
she
didn't
was
see.
right.
Yeah, there was
No,
nothing.
She was not
yeah.
the face of a suicide
And
victim.
from you, obviously she'd come over to her friend's house.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that bantering. No signs. A friend didn't
None.
say.
Out of all of that, those girls had a very tight-knit group of friends all the way through, and honestly, she would be the last one I would ever peg for any kind
Which
of
is
depression
important for
or
people to hear this. So don't think it always has to be the signs
Right.
that you
Right.
see that,
Right.
that you in your mind
Right.
put on it. You need to dig deeper. And so then what would you say to someone? What are some of the things we should be asking or looking for, or what can we do?
Well, one thing, Cassidy, she did not like to open up. She did not like to talk about serious issues, her personal feelings. Getting Cassidy to even talk to me and share her
So she was more of an
her life.
introvert?
Oh, absolutely. When it
Okay.
came to that, she was very bubbly and
Okay.
extrovert on the
Okay.
outside, but when it came to real personal issues, she did not like to share herself. And
Okay.
so it was like pulling teeth to try to get her to talk to me sometimes.
Okay.
I would learn more about her whenever the girls were over, and I would just eavesdrop them talking around the kitchen
And I
table.
think out of fairness, a lot of it is, as parents, you try to accept your child for who they are and their personality. And sometimes you're like, okay, I don't want to push her because that's who she is.
Right.
And there's a delicate dance between understanding, is that their personality or is there something deeper going on?
Right. Well, and truly, sometimes the people who are hurting the most are the people with the most beautiful smile.
Great
look
point.
at Robin Williams.
Great point.
No one would have ever expected him. He's such a happy
Great point.
person, and so you just truly never know. That's why it's so important to get your kids to talk to you. Just find a way to connect to them.
Okay.
Unlike, but Cassie's friends missed the signs too. I mean, because
That's
there
what I'm
really
saying,
were no
yeah.
signs. I mean,
Right.
there really
Day.
were no signs until that day.
Until that day.
She was upset.
She was clearly upset that day. It was the Monday before school let out for Christmas break. It was finals week, which is a very stressful
Okay.
week
Okay.
for kids anyway.
Okay.
And so, she went to school just openly sad that
okay.
day.
So
And
people
throughout
knew
the
that
day,
day, yeah.
her friends called her on it. She was crying at lunch, and then her teachers even pulled her aside and asked her what was wrong. You're not acting yourself. So that day it was apparent.
Okay.
But
Surely, just because it's apparent that she's upset, it wasn't apparent that it was going to go there.
No,
Correct.
no.
Right.
no.
Right.
So and honestly, teens tend to act without fully thinking about the consequences of their actions. And honestly, I think and Cassie was very impulsive with her actions.
Okay.
So I think before I got home from work that day, she was gone.
Okay.
And I just think she was reaching out for help in her own way,
Right.
and just didn't know how to ask for help.
Right.
And so that's what my job now is to let these kids know it's okay to not be okay. It's
Yes,
okay.
yes,
Reach out when you're
yes.
not okay, and lean on your friends, lean on your family.
Right.
Don't keep it in, because it's
And
just
to your point. I mean, at the end of the day, you can have the smile on the face, or you can be angry. Where does it go from that to suicide? And so, you were talking. We want to go a little deeper into. Okay, so what can we do? We can always be talking. We can always be asking. And let's dig a little bit deeper into Cassidy Join for Hope and what that offers to kind of help with that.
So how it started was after Kim did that talk at the church. She and Judd decided that they had to do something, and it really should be teen-led, right? Because there's so many programs where the teachers are telling you, the counselors are telling you, your parents are telling
Yeah.
you. How about get the kids involved? So she called. There's probably 15 of them that started, brought them to her house, and they just started brainstorming with some other adults in the room. How do we make sure this doesn't happen again? Because again, Cassidy was sad one day. No one
Right.
in there ever thought that it would go to that extreme. I mean, teenage girls get upset
All
a lot,
the time. Right.
So it started there, and those kids came together and they said, you know what, they came up with after many ideas, came up with a kickball tournament, and they did that. So then they made, promo videos for that, and they just started raising awareness, and they started a club at College Park High School.
Okay.
And the principal and counselors at College Park were very supportive of it, and it was just a group to get together and spread awareness, not necessarily a counseling group, but just kind of a together group to spread awareness, and it took off. And now how many clubs are there?
yeah, we have seven
We have
clubs
7 clubs now.
But spread awareness and spread
Yeah.
hope, and just letting their peers know that we're all in this together.
Right.
So
Everything's not going to be bubbly, and I
Right.
guess you bring out a point about the environment we live in, and sometimes there's this false sense of everything is perfect and everything's great, and if something doesn't go quite the way that the perfect illusion is, then we can't handle it. That's the mindset, and so we've got to be able to show that there's a balance between what is beautiful on the outside, right, and what still is normal to suffer and to have pain and to find that. And I think what you're doing here is amazing. So, a little bit further into the questioning, when kids or anyone out there listening right now who's struggling with this, or a parent who's starting to maybe see some signs or something, what would you, if they want to reach out, or is there some sources or things that they can do that you would suggest first protocol to step into to do if they're seeing something or experiencing?
Ask them. I mean, come straight out and ask the question. So many people are afraid to even say the word suicide or ask someone if they may be having those thoughts of suicide.
Yeah.
But we have learned through suicide prevention training that is the first thing, that sometimes they want someone to ask them.
Right.
They don't know how to come open up that
Right.
window of that door of conversation. So it's important for us to ask them,
Be
hey,
the leader and help.
are you having thoughts of suicide? And it's okay. And then they can release it and say, yes, I am. And then get them to the proper help.
Right. Yeah. Very, very important.
We've started to offer suicide prevention training through our foundation sponsors
Okay.
and through CareForce. And the best training is ASSIST, which is Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training, and it's a 2-day workshop where
Okay.
it
Is this for the
takes you
parent
through-
as well
it's-
as the
These are
student, or-
for
Yeah.
adults.
Okay.
Adults.
Good, yeah.
But it trains you on how to recognize the signs, knows when someone is in crisis, how to talk them through that crisis situation. Because
Sure.
I mean, when they're in a crisis situation, they're on a tipping scale where they could.
At
They
any
can go
minute.
one way, they can
Yeah,
go another
yeah.
way, but they're
Yeah.
ambivalent about whether they want to take themselves out. They don't really know what they
Okay.
want.
It's not always the conscience, is
No.
what you're saying, the
Right.
decision. It's not always premeditated.
Right.
Right.
But
Right.
if we can recognize those signs, in which this training, teaches us how to
Okay.
recognize those signs, and then teaches us how to get them to the caregiver.
Awesome. We'll take a quick commercial. I know we've got some great programs you've got to talk about and events coming up. And I also want to talk, the other side that we didn't talk about is how does medications maybe affect that these teenagers are taking too, and what effects that may have as well, if we can. We'll take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your fusion radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY, New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
Veda's Medical Spa and Wellness Center is a premier wellness center specializing in effective medical interventions to help you look and feel younger. Dr. Nangrani is dedicated to providing unmatched personalized care using a holistic approach that includes sophisticated cosmetic, aesthetic, and anti-aging treatments in a warm and relaxing atmosphere. Combining a medical spa with a wellness center, we ensure the best medical treatments are complemented by specialized holistic healing techniques. Veda's treatments will enhance your natural beauty and never leave you with that done look. Visit us at vedasmedspa.com or call us at 281-298-5476.
Do you feel that your energy costs are unnaturally high? Do you want to fortify your building and keep it strong and secure for years to come? Then NRG Spray Foam Insulation is the answer you're looking for. Our unique foam insulation is made to help our customers save in energy, prevent gas, air, and moisture infiltration, as well as helping with general stability in your building structure. Call us at 713-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
H-Town is the most culturally diverse city in America. H-Town Award's sole mission is to celebrate the great diversity of our city. Our artists, citizens, and philanthropists and businesses are second to none. H-Town is the best city in the world, and our people are the best people on earth. Join us in celebrating all musical genres and the diversity of our beautiful city. H-Town Award Show, November 2019. We'll see you there.
For more information, follow us on social media at H-Town Awards or send us an email at info@htownawards.com.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
For any maintenance needs on your commercial or personal vehicle, EVG Lonsdale Service specializes on European, Asian, and domestic vehicles. We can assist you with wheel alignments, tire balance, AC services, computer and electric diagnostic, and more. We're located at corner of 1230 Aldine Mail Route and Reeston Road in Houston 77039. Our phone number is 936-344-1672, or you can find us on our webpage www.evglss.com. EVG Lone Star. If it's got wheels, we can fix it.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Cachet. It is Friday. Yes, it is. We're here in the Woodlands, Texas, and the hot topic for this month is all about suicide awareness and prevention. And I have in the studio, I'm lucky to have in the studio, the lovely Kim Hess and Tracy Beezer to help spread a little bit more light about Cassidy Join for Hope and how to be focused on this, and how the right way, so to speak. But before commercial, I kind of was talking about, I know you've got some events and different things going on. Can you kind of give them a little bit about what's coming up and what people can expect? Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, just want to first talk about some things that our foundation sponsors.
Okay.
And I mentioned earlier suicide prevention training. So we, in January, we have another assist training class coming up. We don't have the days. I think we're looking at the 23rd and
There it is.
24th.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will have that on our website, and we'll be promoting that date. So that's, and we sponsor that. And so
Awesome.
we would love people
Okay.
to get involved in that. The more people we can train, the more people that we can
So
catch.
volunteers or just...
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah, okay,
adults.
perfect, okay.
Another thing that we are sponsoring are teenagers through equine therapy.
Okay.
So we
Courses.
find groups who have struggling teens, and so I'd watched a little bit of that therapy, and it really is great to see how these horses can help these struggling teens.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's
Interesting.
another thing that we sponsor. We do PSAs for schools about suicide prevention.
Okay.
For that is first
Okay.
PSA we did is "Are you okay?" and it's approved to show in CISD schools. And I think any school out there. So that's one thing that we're sponsoring. Yeah, right there, and our Calves Join for Hope help film that PSA.
So you're
we'll be
really out
looking for
there.
more.
I mean, no, hats off to you. You're not just saying, "Hey, this happened, don't do it." I mean, you are really creating a true system here on every level.
It has to be. I mean, it
Yeah.
has to be. We're trying to get the attention of the kids. We're trying to get the attention of the parents,
Yeah,
the teachers,
connected
the
dots.
and then just community members involved. And so, another thing that I'm trained through the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention to deliver the Talk Saves Lives presentation.
Okay.
And basically, it's a 30-minute. It can be given as short as 30 minutes, kind of like a lunch and learn.
Okay.
And it walks you through the signs.
Okay.
And what to do. And that's a free presentation that I can deliver to
That you can go
anyone.
to places if they're
Absolutely.
interested in having you come
Right.
out. Okay.
And I talk to schools, churches, and every time I talk and share Cassie's story and talk about
Is
what
that
we're
a
doing.
healing for you? Even
It
more?
is. It is.
I got that. That is helping you.
It is.
Yeah.
It's hard in one way because I have to relive it every time, but knowing, because every time I talk to students, without every single time, kids come up to me with tears in their eyes. They want to hug me and just thank me and share their struggles.
Wow.
And I ask them, like, who are you talking to? Nobody.
Wow.
Like, you're not talking to your parents? No. You're talking
your
to your
friends?
teachers? No.
No.
They're not going to counselors? They're keeping it in. And I'm like, that's what's not.
That's
what's
got to
not
change.
okay.
That's got to change. That has to change.
Yes. So, some events that we have coming up to help us sponsor these things that we're wanting to do. Well, first of all, this isn't our event, but tomorrow, Saturday, November 2nd, is the Out of the Dark Walk.
And what not better than the weather to be? Yay!
I know.
Yay.
So this is
Okay.
the American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. I think
Okay.
this is the 6th walk in Woodlands. And
Awesome.
it's a Greater Houston area, and it's to raise money for our local area for AFSP.
So Saturday, November,
Tomorrow.
which is
Yep.
tomorrow, 9 a.m.,
9,
Town Green
yeah.
Park.
Town
Just
Green
show
Park.
up.
Just show up.
Pay. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you don't even have to pay to walk.
Oh.
You can pay to get on a team, but you don't. You
Just
can
make a
show up
donation
walk.
and
Just-
do your thing, yeah.
We'll have a table out there.
Okay, perfect.
Be spreading our. I was the keynote speaker 2 years ago, and so we'll be out there.
Awesome. Okay.
And then November 14th, I was telling you a little bit about this. There's a new group of women in the Woodlands who's starting a chapter called 100 Women Who Care North Houston, and
Yeah.
they're selecting 3 nonprofits to come and talk to the group of women and tell what their nonprofit is about. And every woman who shows up can donate $100
Yeah.
and decide on which nonprofit gets
is
that
such a
donation.
cool
And so
thing, yeah.
that is November 14th, and we would like to invite any woman in the Woodlands area to come. It's at Villa Sport
Villa
from 7
Sport,
to 9, November
7 to 9.
14th, and we'll be one of the 3 nonprofits out there.
What a great way. So
it's
basically, everyone comes in and supports, gives a little something, and at the end, everybody gets to choose
I know.
which charity. That
Isn't
is
that
such a
awesome?
nice thing to do. I love that.
And then December 2020, not, of course this year, but next December,
Oh,
we'll have
we're
our
going to next year.
second Hope for the Holidays Christmas program.
Okay.
And it's to benefit the Cassie Join for Hope Foundation. My dear friend Jody Schreier has written and orchestrated this great community-wide Christmas program with local talent
Okay.
to raise funds for our foundation to give back to our mission of teen suicide.
You are on it. And so tell us a little bit about Task Force. You were mentioning that. We've got about a minute left, so you kind of give them out there what they need to know. How about
Okay,
that,
you'll be
Tracy?
seeing a lot of this coming up here in the next probably couple months. So, based on Kim's first talk and Judge Wayne Mack, who's a Montgomery County judge, everyone has come together now to try to combat this problem. So we've got Texas Children's Hospital, Cassie Join for Hope, some other local nonprofits.
Conroe ISD.
Conroe ISD is on. Conroe ISD is kind of leading the charge on this.
Awesome.
Kelly Lockett, Conroe ISD, Montgomery County Police Department, all of the local law enforcement, school districts. We're all coming together, and hopefully we can all be on one platform and one idea and one solution. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of that coming up in the next couple months.
Because what we're
ways to get
recognizing
involved.
is that so many people in our community are wanting to join this mission, but everyone's working in their own silos. So this is bringing
everybody together.
Right,
That's
right.
awesome. This is amazing. And thank you, ladies. And obviously next Friday we'll be talking some more. We'll have someone else on. You probably will be back as well to continue this discussion. So please have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. And get to Town Green 9 a.m. tomorrow. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
you. Thanks.
We are broadcasting live.